Let's talk about the last chapter. To convert the manual, the first thing that we need to do is to fix the version numbers, of course. And this is this number here. The rest fits. Save. This is the intro here. Then we need to fix the Bfoartists history. And manual update history. Not sure if this is even needed nowadays, but we had a time where we had regular updates to the manual when we have written the new chapters. So for now we have still the update history available. And we need to, change it, of course. Okay, this needs to be committed now. And as with one moment please. As told, I'm a big fan of copy and paste. And commit. And at the same time, like with the main repository, let's create a new branch. Okay, there was something committed that I didn't pull. Let's make a pull and fetch. And let's have a look if we can push it again. Okay. Lucky me, no conflicts. Okay. I have forgotten to pull and fetch before I did the changes here. So no conflicts, everything is fine. We have now the latest state. Now from the master, create a new branch. And this follows the usual pattern here. A V followed by the numbers. So we are by 3.20. And let's push this. Origin is okay. And as with the main repository, we need to create a release. Here at the side, releases. But for that we need the PDF versions. So first let's create the PDF. There was a time when this was able to be done at Windows, because we have here 423 files, okay, 420 around, and to open every file manually and to export it as PDF is a bit cumbersome. There is a command line option, but as told, this doesn't work at Windows anymore. It worked with LibreOffice 6, but not longer with LibreOffice 7. So we need Linux for this. So I copy over all content here in this folder and use this term here at the console then. There is a pitfall, at least here in my VM. It quits after around 100 files. So I have to work in chunks here. Copy, paste, and this is the problem when you work with a VM. One moment. Here we are. And as told, I copy this one here and open in terminal, paste in, and then the conversion starts. And once it is done, I copy the whole content back to my Windows, into this folder here, for example. So still at working. Now copy and back. And then we have here the ODT versions and the PDF versions. I will do this now for all files. Okay, everything here. Let's have a look if I really have everything cached. And first let's remove the ODT files. And then let's compare the number of files, 421. And here we have 423 minus the README minus the Git folder. So it fits. We have all files as PDF now. Now let's turn this into a single PDF file. I use PDFsend for that. And important are the settings. This is make an entry for every document, and from the file names. And then we need to grab everything here, pull it in here, and start. And we should have one file now, PDFsend merge. Check. It has the menu, and it works. Introduction 3.20, all well. So this is the PDF version, the all-in-one version. Now let's rename this. The name pattern can be found here. And then we can make our release note at GitHub. Manual, here we are. And so let's copy this one. As told, I am a big fan of copy and paste. Copy, let's do in between paste here. Then let's draft a new release here. Releases, draft a new release. Copy and paste. 20. Copy, paste. 20. And upload the PDF version here. This takes a while. What we still need to do is to choose a tag. This is now V 3.2.0. And the target is, of course, the new created branch here. Here we are. Forgot to click at this button here. Okay, here the number and here the branch. Release is done. Now we need to bring this manual to the web page, and this is something special because even after 20 years it is no good idea to have gaps in URLs, and so we have to add an underscore into the gaps. These PDFs are currently without this underscore. This one has already the underscore, but the rest not. Before we turn this into underscore versions, let's separate this. this convert folder here is now, one moment, this is manual, here we are. This is now the version 3.20. And now we can turn this PDF folder. I hate it when too much is open. Now we can convert this PDF folder into the underscore version. I use a software called Advanced Renamer for that. This one. It is as simple as selecting everything, copy, and drag it in. And the search text is always a space replaced by an underscore. So everything I need to do is now start batch, and it turns everything into underscore versions. And these are the versions that I can upload now to the web page. But before we do this, we need to check for some special treatment files. I have no idea if we have, for example, added some new chapters. So let's compare the old and new files for the manual. This is searching. Here we are. 3.20 with 3.13. We have to compare these two folders. I do this usually with my favorite compare tool, Meld. Directory comparison. And now let's have a look. 3.13 and 3.20 compare. There is no new file. One file is new here. And this is what we need to change here in this files now. We have, as told, now one special treatment file here. It is a rename, and we have to fix this at the web page. The rest looks great. It is really just one file that is changed. Okay. Oh, two. No, this doesn't play a role. It is just about the single chapters. This is the full manual here. So as told, this is something that we need to fix at the web page. The tab has changed the name tab, and so we need to fix this. But first let's upload all files, which is something that just I can do, just since I have access to the server. The files are uploaded, so let's fix the download page. This has changed to 3.20. Let's have a look where the folder is. Here we are. This is, here we are. Copy and paste. When you type the names, then you can be in trouble. There is always a possibility that you type in something wrong. So copy and paste is my preferred method here. And you have here the URL and the link text here in WordPress. Update. The rest of the stuff still fits, except, as told, we have one. Now I have too much folder opens. One moment. Please, again, into the manual. Here we are. We need to rename 10.3.1 from Item tab to Node tab. And this is 10.3.1. Here we are. This one needs to be changed. Link options. Convert 10.3.1. Here we are. As told, big fan of copy and paste. Link text. This is so crazy here, WordPress. It is not possible to resize this dialog here. And it is everything so tiny. Update, and that was it. Manual is done. Not really. At one moment I need to change here the version number to 3.2, and this is also from today, the 10th, and that was it. Okay, this is a chapter that I have to do because I am the one who has access to the server. The interesting part is to create this PDF version so that you can make the release here. And that was it. This release here is finished. What follows is cleaning up my local files, and then the development continues. After the release is before the release.